Today's episode we're calling A Different Drummer. We'll be speaking with Mike Veny, and he's an advocate in many different domains: mental health, diversity and inclusion, and corporate wellness.
When I talk about mental health, I'm really talking about three things: thoughts, feelings, and behavior. And what's interesting about it is, like, you can't see someone else's thoughts. You are sometimes even confused by your own thoughts. We like to think we can perceive each other's feelings, but we can absolutely observe someone's behavior. And behavior is where my journey began. And for many people, when it comes to getting mental health addressed, it's because someone observed a behavior in them, or they observed a behavior in themselves. And for me, I was just acting out as a kid. I would have tantrums. I would scream, yell, hit my little brother. I thought I was a bad kid. At the end of first grade, my parents pulled me out of public school, and they decided to put me in this place called Catholic school, where they figured the nuns would straighten me out. And long story short, after about a week in that school, I was expelled. They then put me in a public school where my uncle was the principal. And long story short, after 3 weeks, several fights, and a desk mysteriously flying out of my hands in the direction of my teacher, I was expelled from that school. And it wasn't until the summer between fourth and fifth grade that I ended up having a temper tantrum at a level that I had never had before. I went into a rage. I was angry and destroying things in my parents' home. And the next thing I know, I was just put in a mental hospital. I was there for 3 weeks. And in fifth grade, I was put in special education. And that's when I discovered drumming. I would tap on my desk, play beats with my pencils, and they let me go into the drum class. But when I wasn't in the drum class, I was starting to experience what I would later learn as depression. Now, feelings and thoughts are difficult to identify, especially when you're a kid. So, to any parent that's out there, I always remind adults, when a kid says, I don't know, when you ask them a question about what's going on, they say, I don't know. Oftentimes they're telling the truth. They don't know. It's confusing, complex, and frustrating. But oftentimes we just want the pain to go away. So things started to do a little better after that. Then they got worse. In seventh grade, I'm a lot bigger and I'm a lot stronger, and I'm acting out at home. I just didn't know what to do with my emotions. I was exploding. I was imploding. I was put in a mental hospital again, this time for 6 months. I got to come home on the weekends, and my family, they wanted to do family activities, like go out to eat. I didn't want to do any of that. So I would lock myself in my bedroom and play drums to Red Hot Chili Peppers and LL Cool J. And between 7th and 10th grade, I was on a first name basis with the local police and the local emergency room. But my mom actually found a performing arts high school for me that would allow me to play drums, because drumming was the only thing that seemed to ground me. And that changed my life forever. When I got to play drums, I got to connect with my thoughts and feelings in a way that nothing else could help me with. My grades went up. With the help of my psychiatrist, my medication went down to nothing. No more acting out at home. People wanted to be my friend. It was kind of weird. And everyone's talking about what they want to do. And I say to my parents, I want to be a drummer. Finished first semester, and I couldn't go hang out with my friends at age 18 because starting right at finals, I had to be on a plane because I was being paid thousands of dollars to play drums around the country.
Wow.